Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me at tmosso@thewatchbox.com. It's in the description below, the direct purchase and pricing question email line from you to me and my crew with your questions about buying this or any watch you see here on Watchbox Reviews. Email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. And today we are discussing the FP Journe Chronometre Bleu, launched in 2009. Ostensibly as an entry-level watch, it quickly became something of a grail for collectors of the brand. In tantalum, the watch is hefty, blue-gray, unusual, distinctive, and desirable. 8.4 millimeters thick. You can see it's a slender watch on the wrist and 46 millimeters from lug to lug with a spacing of 20 millimeters between the lugs. We'll throw this one on the wrist real quick. It is a very flat watch. FP Journe watches used to claim thin profiles as their calling cards. They've gotten a bit thicker in recent years, but this is an old school Journe, real low on the wrist, easily sliding underneath a dress cuff or a tight sleeve of any kind. Comfortable, but again, in tantalum with a rose gold movement, you do feel it more than a standard 39 millimeter watch, and I consider that a wonderful thing. Navy blue gator with a blue stitch, folded edge, small scale gator on the bottom. Double gator, more expensive than putting calfskin on the bottom, but it also ensures the strap will last longer. You can see pull tab spring bars allowing you to use your fingernail to remove the straps for closer cleaning or changing of straps. And a matching tantalum buckle. That is impressive. Even more so the fact that Journe makes the case and the buckles himself. Now you'll appreciate the fact that the process for polishing this case is secret. I know because I went to the factory. I was allowed to see everything except the polishing of this case. How this blue-gray tantalum material is executed in a mirror shine, I don't know, but I can see the result and I appreciate it. Double dimple crown with a knurled edge. You can see that the case band is all of high polish, so is the bezel, so is the case back, and the mid case is defined by a slender flowing set of integrated lugs and of course the overlap of the bezel and the case back. The bezel profile, as you can see, is domed and it gives way to a dial that is somehow both metallic and glossy at the same time. Difficult to achieve. The sort of double effect giving it the appearance almost of arcing electrons, and that's sort of the idea. It is an electric blue dial. Now it's a little bit cleaner than the CS, which is the Chronometre Souverain, which shares the underlying running gear, but there's no power reserve indicator here. You can see that there are biomorphic tapered Journe style hands and a lovely set of Arabic numerals arrayed radially. They even shrink around the small seconds. The coloration of the printing in the hands is off-white. It's a cream color. At first glance you think it's white, but a lot of the character and warmth of this dial comes from the off-white coloration. There is concentric circular guilloche and metallic azurage, as it is called, with a small railroad track for the second subdial, and then you turn it all over and you have the caliber 1304 adjusted in 6 positions, one more than a standard chronometer. There's a lot to love here. 2 barrels, providing a very even torque release from max wind to minimum wind, and that's the real purpose of the twin barrels. Not a long power reserve, though at 56 hours it's above average. It's excellent and consistent amplitude over most of the wind of the mainspring barrels. That's why there are 2 free sprung adjusted in 6 positions and beaten away at 21,600 vibrations per hour. That is the balance, and you can see that this 22 jewel movement features 3 principal finishings. As you can see, Côte de Genève across the bridges. There is a engine-turned perlage on the base plate and then a grand doge, or a barley corn, on the plate between the barrels and the actual balance itself. So you can see that sort of radially splaying hobnail. That is the barley corn pattern, and you can see it says Chronometre Bleu on the movement itself, so that is made distinctive of the watch, not just ported over from the CS. You'll also appreciate that all of the screw heads are black polished with chamfered slots, and there is a fine anglage or chamfering, mechanically executed but neatly executed on the edge of every bridge. All of the wheels feature satin finishing, and you'll also note that there is no obvious conduit for the power from the barrels to the escapement. There is no powertrain visible as the train itself runs underneath the dial side of the watch, with the result that you have this essentially free-floating escapement and the mystery train, as Journe calls it, transmitting the power with big open vistas that allow you to appreciate the rose gold 18-karat bridges and plates. It's an exceptional watch. 30 meters water resistant, so this is not a sports watch, but as I like to say of many Journe timepieces, it is a sporty watch. Impressive on the wrist and off. This is absolutely one of the coolest watches you can buy today at any price. And to think, back in 2009, it launched as the entry-level piece. Email tmosso@thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details of this FP Journe Chronometre Bleu.